One of the things about me that I've got to do is kind of put on a show. Not in a bad way. I like being a thespian. I always kind of did. But I didn't think it would carry over into my interactions with my family and combat and debates and stuff. To manipulate in a debate or a cat the way it toys with the mouse when it's about to eat it, um, people and things to manipulate a fight to make it do what I want to do. It's kind of where I gotta go. Like a person that makes their teapot collection. They want it to be perfectly this way. Or when you're playing a video game, you're like, well, this time I want to go on the top path in Sonic, Green Hill. I want to go on the bottom path. Or in Mario, you're like, I'm gonna fly over the whole level this time just to see if I can do it. A lot of things come to a kind of an unlocking when I don't like show intimidation a lot because I know I trump a lot of things for a lot of reasons, not just because but I'm kind of scared to push too hard sometimes because I know what's very base level to me is an extraordinary feat to even someone in my family. I'm worried sometimes to overexert another thing because I went 10%, but I gotta, use the extra 90% and make the thing do what I want. In my arguments or in, that's what life really is just conflicts and resolution. Conflict resolution. That's a good story. I mean, that's how all stories are, is they have their conflict and their resolution. So for me, I just gotta maybe practice doing doing my little shenanigans and not really. I don't like to argue with my siblings. Could possibly be my children actually, but I don't know that for sure. I don't really hate arguing with them, but when I argue with them, it's be like, no, you really, this is real. You got to do sometimes, and it's like you don't have to, but I think it's best moved kind of need to do. And then sometimes they'll get the picture. Sometimes they'll think about it. Sometimes they'll ask for help with things and this and that. But for my end of it, yeah, I kind of want to take topics that I see on the internet and argue those points. I'll take one for example right now. One that I'm very fond of is particular subject. I won't talk about all the depth and scope of it, but there's a man on the internet that has done everything. Um, I would argue he's fearless. He's lived. He's truly lived, and he's made some things look kind of terrible because everybody says he's a terrible person. And I'm like, well, he at least he lived his full life. By the time he dies, he'll have done everything and then some things twice. So, but it's like he might be that type of what would it be, klutzy that makes it seem humorous to watch him try these new things. And he's like, here, kids say the darndest thing, so they're like reaction to this, so it's kind of how he is. He's like, here, this guy tries skateboarding for the first time and he fails at everything. So, but he doesn't truly fail at everything, and then he doesn't truly fail at life for having tried many things too. So, there's my argument in his favor that nobody usually really likes to do. So, all right, see ya.